Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so happy you could attend.
Come inside.
We have to come inside. It's like still 12 degrees outside and the batteries can't handle it out there. So I thought we'll just hang out in the rocking chairs today and talk to you guys real quick. And we're going to start a new thing on the first of every month. We're going to give you guys some tips and tricks and ideas for that month on what you could be doing maybe around your apartment or your house or your homestead or wherever you are to make you more self-reliant.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where I really could use it too. So this is going to help me and it's going to help you.
Right, so we're going to get started with this month's tips, and here we go.
Tip number 1 is to start planting your cool weather crops, your seeds, indoors now. So it's a good time. So if you have or any of your greens, your lettuces and your Swiss chard or your arugula, a lot of your greens, all these cool weather type crops, your kale, start planting them now.
I mean, I don't mean to segue into something, but if you want to get a little help with that, you could get the Clyde's Garden Planner. It's $5 and the link's down below. But basically it's like a slide chart, and you slide this to the frost date, your last frost date, which is really cool. It's wherever you are, so it doesn't matter where I'm at. You get the chart anywhere in the northern hemisphere. You slide this over to your last frost date in your area, and it gives you ideas on when you should start your seeds, when you should put them in the dirt, when you should harvest them, how much you'll get from X amount of poundage of planting of the seeds and everything like that. It's actually a really good tool. And on the back it has fall gardening, so you can actually, this is like a whole year of gardening, and it helps keep you focused and on track. It's actually a really cool tool. Stacy and I actually got this when we were first coming to our homestead because we had no clue, and it's been proven to be actually a good resource.
And it works anywhere.
Yeah, so we'll leave the coupon link down below, and actually if you put off-grid in when you check out, you'll get a bonus. Clyde is actually a homestead homie. It turned out we actually met him, it was really weird, at one of the Mother Earth news fairs, and we were telling him, man, we've had your calendar, and we got to talk to him. Found out he was in Missouri. He's a super nice guy, so we're just helping him promote a family-run business, a nice guy, but more importantly, an effective tool for your gardening. Tip number 2. As we're coming out of winter, you guys want to watch the lay of the land. You're going to get a lot of melt off right now if you had snow in your area. Maybe in your winter, your world exists of more rain than normal. So just make sure you're keeping an eye on what's happening on your property, where the water's going, your drainage issues. Is there stuff that you can do maybe to swale?
Putting a French drain in somewhere, or permaculture, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a really big thing to keep an idea on that. And also, you know, don't ignore the weather. It's going to expose your weaknesses, and through that you should be able to make even a stronger, better homestead life for yourself. Just like us last year, we went through a lot of struggles with the water tank room, and then we learned from that, applied those to this year, and we're having a much smoother operation this year. So every year on your homestead, here's the little hope that you should get better and better every single year.
Yep, good preparation and just, you know, solve the problems and it all works out good. Tip number 3 is to prune your fruit trees now. So your fruit trees like apples or your grapes, this is a great time to do it, mid-February or so. And a great thing that I learned last year when we were at the Heirloom Expo in Santa Rosa, California, was they had a lot of speakers panels, and they were talking about probably one of the best things you could do for fruit trees is to prune them when you're raising them organically, because it's great to keep them resistant against pests and healthier. So they were saying that is probably the number 1 thing that you could do, because people were wanting, you know, could I use a spray? Can I do this? Can I do this? And they were saying that that's probably one of the best things you can do to help for the health of your fruit trees. And
you do that in the wintertime in the cold weather, because when you cut your fruit trees or your berry bushes, they'll actually send out a sap. And that's by design. It's actually them closing their wound. And the nice thing when you do this kind of operation in the wintertime is there's no bugs, and nothing's going to get on there and infect that area. So it's just like your skin. You know, it's like on your own body. So now's the time to do that, so you'll be able to have healthier trees. So keep them. Grapes, pear trees, apple trees, you know.
Fruit trees, yeah.
Berry bushes, you know, if you have your blackberries, anything like that you want to get cut back for the year. Tip number 4. get those cold frames and raised beds built. If you guys are thinking about trying that kind of gardening, maybe you're going to start off a little bit of cold frame this year, help with your seeds or even your hardening off. Get those things built now. Now's the time. You can scavenge materials from Craigslist or the Facebook thing, and you can actually almost build a cold frame for next to nothing. If you got pallets and some windows that someone discarded, you can actually build a cold frame for next to almost nothing. So also your raised beds, you want to have those in place,
and
all your dirt in there.
Them.
Yeah, and all your dirt in there and everything ready to go, because spring is going to pop on you so fast. You guys are going to be like, what happened? So that's why we came out with this little monthly reminder.
Yes, yeah, because it always is. You're always like 2 weeks behind, a month behind. So this is going to help both of us.
Keep you on track. With Clyde's Garden Planner and Doug and Stacy, you're going to be all right this year. And people don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. So this is just a little quick video. We're just kind of buying a little time with you guys because heck, it's cold outside and the fire feels good, dinner's on the way, and that's it. So it's another day in paradise for us. And you guys remember this also. When you're watching our videos, you see our systems in place, and everything looks like it's kind of a smooth operation, but remember, we've been on this for almost 8 years. And it takes time to build this up, to get your infrastructure put in, to get your systems in place, to get your animals copacetic. I mean, this stuff takes time. So just remember that. Don't get frustrated on your journey if you want to live this kind of lifestyle. If you want to live off-grid or grow your own food, things are going to happen.
Yeah, you do have your setbacks.
Yeah,
but
pick
you just
yourself
deal with
up
them and
and
move
go.
on.
Yeah.
Be flexible. I always say, be flexible in life and everything you do. And if you're flexible and go with the flow, it'll work out.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I mean, just that's our. If you got anything from this, it's the Clyde's Garden Planner, and be flexible, and also learn from the year before. If we wouldn't have made those changes in that room and thought, oh well, next year it probably won't be as cold, and we would have been sitting here right now in bad shape because we've had some really, really cold temperatures. So just remember, make those advancements every year, keep moving that needle, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
See you guys.